How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to Worldwide Sport number 1. How are we all doing? Bit of a different video today. As you can see behind me, football shirts. Oh yes, football transfer show. Oh yes, that's what's going on today. Lots of football transfers from the UK and around Europe. Oh yes, I've got loads to go over. We're going to chat about people who are retired, some really weird transfers, my opinion. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on there? So we'll go over it right now. I've got a massive list, and there we go. Hope you're okay. Usually do wrestling. I will do a wrestling video as well today. Wrestling news and a quick AW Dynamite recap as well. First of all, I'll do this video though. I hope you enjoyed it. Sit back, enjoy this little transfer news here. Right, we're going to talk about former players, people who are retired, and lots of new transfers. Here we go, let's get started then. We'll start off with Kylian Pepe, probably the most famous footballer in the world. Plays for this team right here, Real Madrid. Oh yes, well they had a match versus Atalanta last night, UEFA Super Cup. Kylian Pepe got his first goal for Real Madrid. Nice goal as well. I'm not sure if you watched it. I watched it. Good game. Jude Bellingham played amazing. Wow, so good, isn't he? Oh my god. So that was a great game there. Right, let's talk about Alexis Sanchez. Now on the last video I did, sometimes during the summer, I've done a couple of transfer shows. Alexis Sanchez was a free agent. Okay. Anyway, this week, or last week, he's gone to Italy, Serie A, Udinese. Now, he used to play there back in the day. So, what a great get there for Udinese. Usually mid-table or near the bottom of Serie A every season, playing black and white, of course. I've got Olympiacos top on, by the way, if you're wondering. They play like this, but black and white instead. So Alexis Sanchez on his way to Serie A there for this season. Right, let's have a look then. We'll talk about Las Palmas. This is for like weird transfers of the summer so far, okay? I also will leave the last one till later. Here we go. Right. Las Palmas, who play in La Liga, okay, they've bought 3 players who we'll all recognise. If you know football and watch the Premier League, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah. Here we go. This is they bought because they are in La Liga. Remember, same league as Barcelona. Real Madrid. Here we go. They've bought Januzaj. Okay, used to play for Man United. Real Sociedad. Now he's at Sevilla. He's gone on loan to Las Palmas. Good player. Little winger there, of course. So, okay. And they've also bought these 2 former Premier League players. This is really, really odd. I was a bit... Okay. Ollie McBurney, Scottish player, of course. Sheffield United. Free transfer to Las Palmas on his way to play in the Sun in La Liga. Okay, anyway, the week after, they bought another Scottish player who was a free agent, left Nottingham Forest, Scott McKenna. Of course, Scottish international, central defender. So he's also on his way to Las Palmas as well. Crazy. So 2 Scottish players there on the way to Spain. Later on, we'll do weirdest transfer of the summer so far. Right, David De Gea. If you're a Man United fan, you know who he is. He's on his way to Serie A, Fiorentina. Good goalie. Not played for a season. Probably because he was asking for too much wages. So, good get there, Fiorentina. Right, Ayoze Perez, if you're a Leicester fan. He's left Leicester, went to Real Betis in La Liga. Anyway, recently he's going to Villarreal. So, Villarreal, he's going there. Ayoze Perez, good player back in the day for Leicester, wasn't he? Good at dribbling. Right, Man United chat. Matthias de Ligt on his way to Man United, Old Trafford. Bayern Munich to Man United. Matthias de Ligt, of course. Erik ten Hag, the manager, likes to get his Ajax players in there. He's got de Ligt there. So it should be good. Bolster the central defence for Man United. Right, now this player's really good player. Pedro Neto from Wolves. Good right winger, tricky, fast. I wish Arsenal got him, but there you go. He's gone to Chelsea, 60 million-ish. 60 million. What a good player he is. Chelsea have bought loads of players. Oh my God. I heard the other day that they almost have 50 players in their squad. 50! Wow. Don't need that many. Right, so let's talk about this player. If you're a Spurs fan, Emerson Royal, left back or right back, plays either or there. He's on his way to Serie A and AC Milan. Also AC Milan, Alvaro Morata, Spanish international, Atletico Madrid. He's going to Milan as well. So they've got Emerson Royal and Alvaro Morata on their way to AC Milan. Ante Rebic, centre forward for Milan, has left and is a free agent. Good player. Oh yeah, I would recommend getting him. Good player. So there we go. Fabio Carvalho, good central midfielder. Liverpool, of course. Fulham, went to Hull last season. Well, he has joined Brentford. 23.4 million. Good player. Good get there for Brentford. So Fabio Carvalho. Last year was in the Championship at Hull. This year in the Premier League for Brentford. Right, Spurs chat. Dominic Solanke. He's gone to Spurs. Along with Richarlison, so he's got two options now. 64.3 million. So, yeah, he's a good player. Solanke, been at Bournemouth for quite a few years, knocking him in. Good get. Good get there. Quite expensive, 64 million. But wait and see how he does there. Right, let's change over to West Ham. They've got a new centre defender, Jean-Claire Todibo from Nice. Good player. I watched European football. French player, does fly in sometimes, get a couple of red cards, but there you go. Good player though, on his way to West Ham there. So West Ham, what's all going on in the central defence for West Ham? Ogbonna's left, free agent. Kurt Zuma was leaving, went to a Saudi Arabia team, failed the medical, and then flew back, and is still a West Ham player. If you didn't know that story there. Crazy. So they're changing their defence around quite a bit there at West Ham, of course. Right. Talking of defenders, now this player, just retired, coming from Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, 41, FC Porto legend, Portugal legend, Pepe. Wow, what a player. He's retired this week. I mean, he did the Euros. Wow. You can't run much, but, oh, what a player. It's fantastic. Read the game amazingly well. As you get a bit older, him, Thiago Silva, read the game. It's great. You don't need your legs. Just read the game and where the ball's going to go. Fantastic player and servant to Portugal and FC Porto. So all the best, Pepe there. Right, that's about this player, Brighton player, Pascal Gross. What a player for Brighton. He's moved on, gone to the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund. £7 million, probably because he's 33 now. But great at shooting, good at passing, good player. Good get there. Right, back to West Ham. We talked about him earlier. Right, Crescencio Somerville. Good player. Leeds United, little like midfield or winger, very tricky, good at taking on players. He's gone to West Ham. Also, Nicholas Fulkrug from Dortmund, good player as well. They're going to be West Ham. It's all going on at West Ham if you're a West Ham fan. So he's gone to West Ham as well. So good stuff going on there. Right, let's chat about this guy. One of the stars of La Liga last year for Girona, Artem Dovbyk, Ukrainian player. Well, Girona, unfortunately, they've lost him. He's on his way to Serie A and Roma. 30.5 million. He got so many goals for Girona. Brilliant player. So Roma, we'll see him in Serie A next season. Right, Nani, he's still playing. Every time I do a transfer show, I mention Nani, ex-Man United player. Is he 37, 38? Well, he's just gone to Estrela in Portugal. Not sure, I think that's a lower league team. Wow, still playing Nani. I remember him in Soccer Aid. Was it a year or two ago? I think he played there, didn't he? Whew. Wow, unbelievable. So a bit of news there about Nani. Let's talk about this team. Olympiacos. Okay, Roman Yaremchuk. He's gone from Club Bruges in Belgium to Olympiacos. This team right here, £2 million. Good player, Ukrainian international, big tall guy, holds the ball up very well. Yaremchuk, good get there for Olympiacos. That's about Ben Brereton Diaz. If you're a Blackburn fan, you know who this guy is, or Sheffield United fan, because he's been around the grounds. Well, he's on his way to Southampton, the South Coast. £8.3 million. there for Ben Brereton Diaz. Last year, did well for Sheffield United, I thought. So not surprised Southampton went in there. And we'll talk about their other centre forward who's left in a bit. Weirdest transfer of the summer, and maybe Brereton Diaz has replaced him. Okay, of course, they got Adam Armstrong there as well. Right, Calvin Phillips, I've just seen it on the news. Looks like he's on his way to Ipswich Town on loan for the season. He would have been a sub for Man City. Last year was at West Ham. Yeah, at least he'll get a game for Ipswich. He should play most games in the centre midfielder there. So, good get for Ipswich Town there on loan. Right, let's do a little bit here. Sandro Tonali. Now, this is like a transfer, okay? He played for Newcastle a couple of games, and then he got banned from football. 10-month ban for breaching betting rules. Italian player. He used to play for Brescia, AC Milan. Newcastle bought him, and he's not played hardly ever. Oh, anyway, 28th of August, I've just seen it on the news. 28th of August, his ban finishes and he's allowed to play again. So he has been training with Newcastle pre-season. Great player, centre midfielder. He's really good. So I think he'll go straight into the team there. I personally will put him in there. Sandro Tonali is back 28th of August, which is about 2 weeks. So it's a bit of news there as well. A bit of news chucked in there as well. Right, let's look. Aubameyang, ex-Arsenal player. There we go. Oh, yes. He has gone from Marseille in France to Saudi Arabia. Al Qadisiyah, he's gone there for £10 million. So, Aubameyang, Arsenal legend, Marseille, good player, can still go. I think he's about 31 or 32 now, isn't he? So, on his way to Saudi Arabia there. Let's talk about Ismaila Sarr, who has also left Marseille. Marseille have had a bit of a refresh going on there. They've let quite a few players go. They've let Aubameyang go, Ismaila Sarr, and also as well Iliman Ndiaye as well. We'll talk about him later on. Ismaila Sarr, if you're a Watford fan, you remember him, right winger for Watford in the Premier League a couple of years ago. Well, he's been at Marseille for a couple of seasons. On his way to Crystal Palace. Good player, right winger. Good get there for Palace. Yeah. Right, John Bostock. I mention him every single time. Last time I did the transfer show, free agent. Well, on his way to the National League, Solihull Motors, which sounds like a garage, no offence. But there you go, Solihull Motors, John Bostock. He's been at Toulouse, Leuven, Notts County. He's been all over the place. So, good get there for Solihull Motors. Right, bit of Hull chat. Ozan Tufan, he's gone to Trabzonspor. So, good stuff there for Trabzonspor. Good player for Hull for the last couple of seasons. Quite a small player. I think he's about 5'6" or 7. And on his way to Trabzonspor in the Superliga in Turkey there. Right, a couple of free agents we're going to start with here, guys. Okay, Marlos Moreno. Used to be at Man City. Going back quite a bit of a youth player. Went to Troyes in France because Man City owned Troyes. And then Konyaspor, and he's left there. He's actually a free agent. Good player, left winger, Colombian. Yeah, somebody should get him bought. We'll see where he goes. Free agent, Marlos Moreno. Good player there. Right, Josh King. Now, last one of the videos, I said crazier transfer of the season. Josh King to Fenerbahce. Now, that was weird. Anyway, he's left there. Free agent, Josh King. So, the Bournemouth, wasn't it? Josh King? Yeah, the ex-Bournemouth player there. So, yeah, no one wants him. Free agent. Memphis Depay as well, free agent. I don't know how. He did great in the Euros. Left out Atletico Madrid. Still free agent there. Right, let's talk about Aston Villa and Everton. Okay, it's all going on there. Right, Moussa Diaby. He leaves Villa to Saudi Arabia. Okay, good player, good player. Ross Barkley and Amadou Onana. They come into Villa. Okay, so Villa signed them too. Ross Barkley's 2 centre midfielders. And then, because Amadou Onana's left Everton, bit of a gap in the centre midfield there for Everton, they've bought Iliman Ndiaye, centre mid or winger. Good player. Used to play at Sheffield United. If you're a Sheffield United fan, you'll remember him. Went to Marseille. Didn't quite work out. Been there for 1 or 2 seasons. And now he's on his way to Goodison Park and Everton there. So there we go. Loads of transfers there, rattling through them all. Let's do craziest transfer of the summer so far. Now, this one was weird. Che Adams, okay, Scottish international. Southampton just got promoted in the Premier League. There we go. He decides to move to Serie A, Torino. Yeah, that's... I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know why he did that. But there you go. Mid-table Torino. Top 10 maybe. Bit odd. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought it would be really good in the Premier League. Maybe he wanted a bit of a change. So there you go. Che Adams, Scottish international, on his way to Serie A, Torino. Wow. So there we go. Crazy transfer of the summer. Alright, and guys, I'm off there. Hope you enjoyed the video. We've got some shirts behind me there. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Galatasaray in Turkey. And the original, I bought that in 2004. If you can see. There you go. It's... yeah, when Arsenal won the league last, 2004. Oh my God. And I've got Olympiacos shirt on there. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button if you're new. And I'll see all you guys on the next one.